So if you're not using AI for your business right now, the probability of you being gone in the next 5 or even 10 years is going to be very, very high. And we're like kind of at the start. No, we're not. Yeah, we're at the start. We're not even at the mid of the transformation. The reason why I say this is that I myself resist AI in the past, 2 years ago, and I resist very, very strongly because as a marketer, a copywriter, my feeling about AI is not comfortable, right? I didn't feel that a machine could replace my entire skill set, my entire depth, my entire experience, and every single thing that I've written, and my entire identity as well is kind of disappearing. And it's only end of last year, it made me realize that I should embrace AI and actually create more of this content, more of this ad copy, more of the marketing assets that really make it work and scale my businesses, right? This is reality, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. If you are watching this video and you're somebody following me or even worried about the advent of AI and what's going to change to your jobs, your business, whatever it may be, continue watching, right? Because I'm going to share with you a bit of my ideas, my perspective about AI, and why am I all in a sense with AI on my business, on my personal life, and all these things. Now, the scary part of AI, before I share anything, is that if you don't use your brain to think, AI will think for you. So in the end, the reality is that most of us, if you watch the movie Idiocracy, it may become like that in the next 20, 30 years. It may not be in our lifetime, maybe in our kids' lifetime. Now, coming back, right? My story with AI is very, very simple. I resist using it because I felt that at that point of time, 2 years ago, ChatGPT, Claude wasn't able to replicate what I wanted to write. And I didn't know really how to use it. And I bought some courses, I really went through a few bits and pieces, bought prompts, but nothing really stick, right? It didn't really give me very, very good outputs. It gave me subpar outputs that a beginner would write. So I used that as the first base and edited it. But it actually took up so much time and to learn and do all these things that I eventually gave up with it until last year when I started seeing what other people were doing with it. So one of the great examples that I had was a copywriter called Stephen George, right? I'm not sure if this is true, but I heard a story from my friends or even on Facebook that he was actually using AI to charge lower and also getting more clients at a point of time. And that made me think, right? So if he's able to actually reduce his time frame down to fulfill a client, still write world-class copy for his clients because he's one of the best copywriters ever in this current age and is able to actually earn way more revenue, that is a warning to everyone, right? So what does this tell you? It means that eventually in the next maybe 1 year or so, I'm able to actually replicate whatever he does without having that amount of depth and experience. But it's still going to be a moat, right? The depth and experience is going to be a moat. But it scares me because I can easily do anything right now. And I've been teaching people with AI how to do almost literally anything they want to do with it, be it in business, be it in your personal life, be it for research, be it for ideation, content, whatever it may be. And the funny thing is that it writes better than sometimes even me. And I'm happy that it writes better than me because there's so much time. I can create so many things in a split second. So this kind of feels like Bitcoin, the advent of cryptocurrency where people are adopting it, and it's still very, very early on, not even anywhere. So it feels like maybe Bitcoin is $100 at this point in time, and it might go to 100,000 similar to the market conditions in the next 3 to 5 years, and it very well will do so, right? And AI will become a norm, and a majority of people adopt it when there's a tipping point event. Something like COVID happened before Zoom itself, and will be very, very prevalent. This is like a revolution, right? The industrial revolution where machines and everything becomes much better for production, stuff like that. People resist doing it. And what jobs are created? Jobs that require handling machines, supervising machines, stuff like that. So right now it's the exact same thing. The VCs are putting tons of money to AI. There's a lot of AI tools out there. It's called AI Gold Rush, like the internet boom as well. Right? Thinking from this point of view, right? The internet boom and also the AI Gold Rush. It's very, very similar because money is being pumped everywhere to the AI companies, be it they are good or they are bad. And how I identify great companies or I identify a lot of the useful things is by the outcome they want to actually achieve with their tools, right? So for the general purpose machines, the GPTs, right? The LLMs, the ChatGPT, Claude, DeepSeek, whatever it may be, those are great tools. I think they will never die, right? That's my prediction because they're big enough that everyone's using it. Use case is all purpose. Whereas the other people who use a wrapper one may die. And I say may with a caution because the current mode right now is not knowledge, it's not information or public information. It is data and non-public data that you have and the depth and expertise of the industry, the niche, the business, the skill set that you have as well. So I repeat is that like most AI tools will die because they basically doesn't have the depth or the experience. I was sharing this in class the other day that AI voice agents, right? I have a love-hate relationship with all these tools. It's not because they don't work. They work fantastically well. They can mimic Singaporean voice, whatever. There are two problems with this. The first problem, if everybody starts using them, it becomes cheap for people to use them compared to hiring a cold caller or even an inbound caller. Everyone will get desensitized to AI callers and outbound calls, right? People calling them on their phones because they just know that it's not a real person behind. You can say anything you want, nothing really gets back to you, right? You don't hurt anybody's feelings. Don't hurt anybody's feelings. You just hurt the machines, right? The second point is that a majority of them do not have depth in the things they're creating. And I repeat that again. Majority of them don't have depth and experience and skill set in what they create. So now if the Wolf of Wall Street creates a very strong outbound phone call system, I might buy because I understand that he understands sales, calling, appointment setting, all these things like a very high degree. But if a random person go and do it, their engineer and a random marketer decided that this is the best thing to actually do it, and they sell it, it might flop in the long term because it doesn't achieve the outcome as fast as what people want. The skills and the depth of how you actually do the sales call, the tonality, all the small little gaps that people don't really have, who are not in the sales industries wouldn't know, will be prevalent, right? And it would slowly disintegrate itself. And the second thing is that if you can do it, what's stopping the APIs that you're using from doing what you are doing? Essentially, they can do it cheaper, they could do it better, and they can do it much faster than you because of the data they have. So you want to always add a moat to it. And I don't think like calling is really much a moat. Whereas the skill set you have, how you call, how you follow up, how you all these things, specifically your frameworks, how do you say in different ways and tonalities, and really get them on a call and get the sale. Let's just say just specifically for the real estate industry, for the finance industry, for the marketing agencies industry, that will be the moat that you have. Essentially, if you can create that moat, basically you will win, right? But coming back to the point, right? If you don't use AI right now, very much, I feel that you will disappear in the next 5 years because speed and more of the thing you're doing is the main thing to scale your business or actually get more of the market share in today's day and age. And the only way to do that is increasing speed is via AI. Essentially, like right now, I'm able to actually create landing pages in 5 minutes. I'm able to optimize my webinar in also 5 minutes. I'm able to create 30 images, maybe that takes maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and then instantly run the entire campaign in less than 2 hours, right? From brainstorming, ideation, writing, all in general, right? And then the only part is like manually copying and pasting it into the software of my choice to host my landing pages and all these kind of things. So I always understood speed is key and volume is also key, right? So imagine how many ads I can put out, how many content I can put out if I have someone helping me, right? Last time you might need to hire people to kind of do it, to kind of direct you to do content, kind of give you the scripts to do content, kind of give you the ideas. But right now, it's easier than ever to do all of these things if you know how to do it the right way, right? So if you don't know how to, that's the gap. Right? As much as you want to use it for marketing, the reality is that it's good for marketing if you are a marketer and you know how to use it. It is bad if you are not a marketer and you do not know how to use it. Right? So essentially, if you want to use it on actually how to do it, learn from people who have depth and years of experience in the space. Don't learn from people who are new. That's my main point. If you learn from people who are new, you get new stuff, but the new stuff might not be useful at all to your business because it is just a shiny new object. Right? Very, very, very similar to the internet boom and even crypto. And this comes also to a point whereby there's a lot of AI generated content. So what does this mean is that personal branding is the number one key to success, right? If you don't have a personal brand, you also don't have a moat, right? People keep seeing other AI influencers, other AI content, virtual Yeti, Singapore versions of, Monkey speaking on the street with VO3. All these are fantastic tools to actually do, in my opinion, brain rot pieces of content where it's entertaining, but it serves no use, right? So to stand out in a sea of such animated creatures, you can only do one thing only, right? Which is to be yourself, right? The more authentically you are yourself, the more you build your personal brand for people following you, the more you entertain, and the faster you do it, the more you build it, you'll be always at the forefront in that moat. You never run out of business. And you can use AI to accelerate more and more of your business, plug in the gaps, create more ads, whatever it may be, and scale your business up before everybody start using it, right? When everybody start using it, you will be ahead of the pack. You will be reaping all your rewards and be forefront of everything. And that's like the key I want to share with you guys today. It's not really much about you need to be the best at AI. You just need to start using it. And my partner Melvin says it best, right? Even if you don't use it for smart things, you use it for stupid things at least. Like palm reading, face reading, 八字 reading, fortune telling, whatever may be, right? At least use it for something to start knowing how to use it. And once you start knowing how to use it, it becomes easier and easier for you in the reality. And in the next few months, you get you get an understanding. And very much you're just chatting like a normal human being and an employee that you employ as well, giving feedback, etc. here and there. So for me, a very short case study to just like open up the possibilities of AI, right? It's very hard for me to show it. I just more like my reflections and insights. Is I actually recreated an entire ad campaign with AI, created a brand new angle, created 10 new ads, ran the ads itself, and everything is by AI, nothing is by me. I just copy and paste things based on my directions, and it reduces the cost per lead by over 50%, right? It's essentially half the amount, and it took me literally less than an hour to do everything on that. Not saying that you should do it, and the reason why I can do it in less than an hour is because I understand what to look out for. I understand what angles kind of work the best, right? I can direct the AI to actually lead towards there. I can direct great formats of ad copies and them writing it to get the end results. Right? I'm not literally using AI, say just do the entire campaign for me. I'm not sure when it will be like that, but right now is you still need a depth, you still need experience, right? I mean, anyone can do that if you really understand how to. And I kind of created a framework, a 4-step framework, very simple framework that I actually use, and it's just like a prompt framework, but I can go back and forth, right? So if you guys want to learn how to use it, comment down in this video blueprint, and I will send it over on the new video, upload the new video ASAP. After this, right? The 4 steps is very, very simple. I'll show you more in a new video, but the 4 steps for you guys to kind of understand in a prompt is very much just give it a specification of what you want to do and an objective of what you want to do. The second step is very much give it context and examples of your business, all right? And the third step is give it a role. What role are they supposed to play? Are they a copywriter? Are they a business guy, management, consultant, whatever it may be? Now, the last step is enhancing it and optimizing it via feedback with AI, right? It creates an ever-looping loop to actually keep improving the prompt itself. And most people stop after they try a prompt and they fail. I don't stop. I actually optimize it, refine it, and make it better and better. But none of it starts from me. Actually, I don't write anything. I just ask simple questions to AI to get the prompt, refine the prompt, and get the answer. So in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how. So if you're interested, comment down blueprint so I know and I can create it as faster as possible. But yeah, these are my thoughts with AI and why it's so powerful and why you should use right now. If you don't use it right now, I honestly don't know what you're doing. Don't be resistant, right? I'm 32 years old. I felt resistant at the start, and I totally understand why you feel resistant because it's uncomfortable. But don't feel like that. Try it out, right? If it's helped you and it's leverageable in your business, it can leverage your team members as well. You get more benefit than just being uncomfortable, right? So that's all. I'll catch you guys in the next video.